Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Dash English podcast, your favorite place to learn English step by step, the fun and natural way. I'm Ruby.
And I'm Tim. We're so happy to have you here with us today.
Tim, have you ever been scrolling through YouTube or Instagram or TikTok and suddenly felt like everyone has their life totally together, and you're just kind of floating?
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of us feel that way sometimes. It can be a little overwhelming, right?
Exactly. And if you've ever felt that way, you're definitely not alone.
That's why today's episode is going to hit home for a lot of people.
In today's episode, we'll explore 4 simple but powerful steps to become the best version of yourself and improve your English along the way.
Sounds exciting. So grab a cup of tea, relax, and let's dive in together.
Oh, and one more thing before we start. If you'd like the full PDF with all the tips and practice exercises from this episode, just leave us a comment saying become the best version of yourself. We'll send it right to you.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey, Tim, have you ever thought about what the best version of you looks like?
Oh, wow, that's a big question. I mean, yeah, sometimes. But you know how people always say stuff like, be your best self? I used to hear that and be like, okay, cool, but what does that actually mean?
Right? It sounds nice, but it can feel kind of vague. Like, is there a checklist I'm supposed to follow?
Exactly. But the truth is, it's totally different for everyone. For me, I think it's about feeling more confident, actually believing in myself a little more each day.
I love that. For me, it's more about feeling at peace with where I am, you know? Not always rushing to the next thing or comparing myself to everyone else.
Yeah. And for some people, it could be about getting healthier or finally feeling like they can speak English without second-guessing every word.
Oh, absolutely. But here's something I've learned. Being the best version of yourself doesn't mean being perfect.
Yes! It just means showing up, being a little better than you were yesterday, even if it's just one small thing.
Exactly. And the cool part? You don't have to figure it all out on your own.
Nope, we're right here with you. And honestly, we've both been through those stuck moments too.
Totally. So if you've ever felt like, where do I even start? Trust me, you're not alone.
Yeah, and today we're going to break it down into 4 super simple steps to help you move forward.
They're real, they're doable, and they work. Even tiny changes can lead to something big over time.
All right, let's dive in. Step 1, here we go.
All right, let's get into step 1, self-care.
Yeah, self-care. I feel like when people hear that, they picture, going to a luxury spa or buying some super fancy skincare stuff.
Yeah, totally. But honestly, real self-care doesn't have to be expensive or complicated at all.
Exactly. Sometimes it's the little things that really help you reset.
Like, after a long, stressful day, just taking a warm shower, that alone can make such a huge difference.
Or stepping outside for, a 10-minute walk. Breathing in some fresh air. It helps clear your mind, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I'll just sit by the window with a cup of tea and let myself breathe. No phone, no noise, just quiet.
Oof, that sounds amazing. And hey, even just putting on your favorite chill playlist and lying down for a bit, that's self-care too.
Totally. And the thing is, taking care of yourself isn't selfish at all.
Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? When you feel better, you show up better, for yourself and for others.
Exactly. So don't feel guilty for slowing down. Sometimes doing less is actually the most powerful thing you can do.
All right, let's move on to step 2, facing your fears.
This one's a big one. I used to believe I was awful at communication. Like, seriously, I was super shy, and I always felt like, my words didn't really matter.
Whoa, really? That's kind of hard to believe. I mean, look at you now, hosting a podcast and everything.
Hee hee, I know, right? It's kinda wild. But honestly, the only reason I got better was because I just started, little by little. I messed up a lot, but I kept going.
That's such a great reminder. I think a lot of us get stuck just because of that voice in our head. You know? The one that's always like, you can't do this.
Yes, that inner critic can be so loud. But what helped me was changing the way I spoke to myself. Like, instead of saying, I suck at this, I'd tell myself, hey, I'm learning, and that's totally okay.
I love that. It's such a gentle mindset shift, but it makes a big difference.
Totally. Words really matter, especially the words we say to ourselves.
And we don't have to do it all at once, right? Like, you don't have to face your biggest fear today. You can start small, talk to one person, speak up in a low-pressure situation, and build from there.
Exactly. Baby steps still count. Oh, and here's a little secret I've learned. Fake it till you make it. I used to pretend I was confident, even when I was shaking inside. And eventually, I started to believe it.
That's real. Facing your fears doesn't mean you're not scared. It just means you're brave enough to keep going, even if your hands are shaking.
Yes, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward anyway. All right, let's keep going. Step 3 is change your environment.
Sometimes the problem isn't really you. It's the space you're in, or the people around you.
Exactly. Like, if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who just don't get you, it's really hard to grow, you know?
Yeah. And it's not just about people either. Even your physical space can mess with your mindset. Like, if your room is super cluttered or noisy, it's tough to focus.
Totally. I've noticed that even just tidying up my desk or lighting a candle can shift my energy. Small things really help.
Oh, yeah. Or moving to a new spot, like studying at a library, or grabbing your laptop and heading to a cafe. Sometimes a change of scenery is all you need.
For sure. And when it comes to people, yeah, you can't always cut out the negative ones completely, especially if they're like family or coworkers.
Right. But what you can do is set some gentle boundaries. Like limit how much energy you give them.
Yep. Protect your space, protect your peace, even saying no to things that drain you. That counts too.
And honestly, the right environment can inspire you, lift you up, and help you become the version of yourself you actually want to be.
So if something around you feels off, maybe it's time to shake things up a bit. Change the vibe. Change the game. All right, we've made it to step 4, smart goal setting.
Yeah. This one's big. I think a lot of people struggle here. They set these huge goals with crazy tight deadlines and then just end up feeling super overwhelmed.
Totally. I've done that before, like trying to change everything at once and then burning out by week 2.
Yep, been there. That's why I love this idea. Just pick one thing to focus on. Like, ask yourself, if I could only do one thing this month that would really help me grow, what would it be?
Ooh, I love that question. It makes everything feel so much more doable, right?
Exactly. And once you've got that goal, don't just keep it in your head. Write it down. Put it on your wall, your fridge, your bathroom mirror. Somewhere you'll actually see it.
Or even set a gentle phone reminder. Like, hey, 10 minutes of English speaking practice today. Just something small and friendly.
Yeah, so it becomes part of your day, not just this big, distant dream.
Right. I always say, Discipline is cool, but systems make it stick.
Ooh, I like that. Discipline is cool, but systems make it stick. I'm stealing that one.
Haha, go for it. But really, when you build the right system, your goals kinda start working for you, not against you.
Mm-hmm. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, even in small ways.
All right, before we finish, let's take a moment for our vocabulary recap.
Yes, this is where we highlight some useful words from today's episode to help you remember and use them in real life.
And for this section, we've got our friends Mira and Tom to help us out. Mira will read the word and meaning, and Tom will give you an example.
Let's get started.
Self-care. Taking care of your physical and mental health.
For example, taking a warm shower after work is a form of self-care.
Recharge. To restore your energy.
For example, reading a book helps me recharge after a busy day.
Criticism. Negative comments or disapproval.
For example, too much criticism can hurt your confidence.
Toxic. Harmful, negative, or unhealthy.
For example, a toxic environment makes it hard to grow.
Silence. Complete quiet, no sound.
For example, 10 minutes of silence can calm your mind.
Fearless. Without fear.
For example, she was fearless when giving her first speech.
Limit. To set boundaries or reduce something.
For example, I limit my time on social media to 1 hour a day.
Routine. Something you do regularly.
For example, my morning routine includes exercise and reading.
Goal. Something you want to achieve.
For example, my goal this month is to practice English every day.
System. An organized way of doing things.
For example, a study system helps you stay consistent.
Thank you so much, Mira and Tom, for bringing the words to life.
And to our listeners, remember, don't just learn these words. Try to use them in your daily conversations. That's how they truly become yours.
All right, friends, before we say goodbye, let's do a quick little recap.
So today, we talked about 4 simple but super powerful steps. Self-care, facing your fears, changing your environment, and setting smart goals.
Yep, and you know what? Even if you just try one of these steps, little by little, you're already moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and just a reminder, you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. It's your journey.
Exactly. Your growth isn't a race. So take your time, be kind to yourself, and celebrate the small wins. They matter.
Oh, 100%. And hey, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps us keep going. Oh, and one more thing. Before we go, here's a little reflection. What's one small thing you did today just for you? Let us know in the comments.
It could be anything. A short walk, drinking more water, or just giving yourself a break. Every little step counts.
Also, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new episode. We've got so much more coming your way.
And hey, if you'd like the full PDF with today's tips, vocab, and practice exercises, just drop a comment saying, "Become the best version of yourself." We'll send it right to you. Thanks so much for spending your time with us today. We really appreciate you.
Remember, start small and just. Keep going. Progress is progress.
See you next time on English Dash Podcast.